Good morning, guys. Today we are here to talk about one of the saddest and probably one of the scariest histories that we ever had in crypto. It happened this week. Everyone was talking about it. I will tell you exactly what happened. If this is the first time we meet, my name is Star Platinum. I have a knack to talk and write about the histories that happen in crypto almost every day. Crypto is one of the wildest space that we ever had in internet history. So I just like to write and tell you about what's happening in the space, what's behind all these tokens that are making a lot of people rich over there, but we also have sad histories. So let's dive into the history behind Cerebro. Before we start with the founder of Cerebro, we need to go some months back. We are in the middle of the meme coin super cycle. Everyone is talking about meme coins. Everyone is making a lot of money with these volatile assets. And between this meta, there is also other narrative that is also building hype behind the scenes. We need to talk about the AI. Probably, if you are into internet, you have been watching how much AI has been evolving these last months. At some point, this evolution is going to reach crypto. The first man we need to talk about is Andy Arier, the founder of Zeus Maximus. Andy Arier made a revolutionary addition to AI agents. He created what is called the AI rooms. These rooms were a space where true AI will communicate between each others. And what is curious is when these two AIs start interacting between each others, they started to talk about a cult behind the figure of a god, Zeus Maximus. And this led to Andy to make the first AI agent on X as the main platform and to link this deity to a crypto asset called gold. These AI bots are supposed to be completely independent about the owners. They have their own identity and they use social platforms like X to communicate, to make posts. Most of them started just as shit posters, but it's wild how much traction this asset has. We need to call GOAT the alpha play. GOAT was the first AI agent that really reaches a big market cap. It surpasses $1 billion market cap in crypto, which is wild. It was one of the most successful token launches that we ever had during the whole 2024. And wherever we find alpha plays that made a big stand in the market, we are going to see some beta plays racing, trying to have the same success that the alpha play had. This is the moment where Cerebro was born. And this is the moment where I'm going to introduce you the man behind this history. We're going to start talking about Jeffy Yu, the founder and the person behind Cerebro. Who is Jeffy Yu? So Jeffy Yu is a science and developer student from San Francisco. Jeffy Yu has 22 years old the moment that he built Cerebro. Jeffy Yu has some experience in crypto. He has interacted with some other assets, Bitcoin, Ethereum. But he also always have a knack with developer stuff. And when all this AI meta came, he saw an opportunity. He saw the success of Goat. So he decided to build his own AI agent, Cerebro. Cerebro was born on October of 2024. Cerebro became one of the most successful AI agents in just days away of its launch. The AI agent was simple. Cerebro was just posting, mostly shit posting on X, but people wanted a second play. Most people in crypto space misses the opportunity with gold, and when these things happen, they start feeling a feeling common in crypto, which is called FOMO, fear of missing out. And they wanted this beta play, so Cerebro started to gain traction, most coming from posts of KOLs, key opinion leaders in crypto space, who started to shield this new AI agent as the next GOAT. And it really worked, at least for the first 2 or 3 months. Cerebro was pumping, they released even an NFT collection, and the token behind the AI agent reached the stunning number of 800 million market cap. And Jeffy Yu at that moment was one of the most successful developers in crypto history. But Cerebro wasn't the only beta play that God had. When all the liquidity started flowing in these AI agents, it started to be overcrowded. Most people wanted to have a piece of the cake. So many developers tried from different chains, not only Solana, not only Ethereum, from different chains, they tried to build their own AI agents. So at some point, crypto was flooded for a new wave of AI agents. Cerebro, which until this moment was the second play behind Goat, it started to fall down. So now we are moving to January. AI agents start to fall down. Donald Trump released his meme coin. Everyone in city, everyone in crypto is hyped. But then we saw the launch of Melania, the second token coming from the president of the US. And people start feeling like, where? This is start to smelling like a local top of the cycle. So then we start seeing big sell movements in the space in all crypto ecosystem. And this affected especially to these AI agents that only were just X accounts, making shit posting, making stupid replies. All this liquidity started to go outside of crypto. This new wave of hate didn't affect well to our young protagonist. So Jeffy just started to enter discussions with the holders of the token that months before were praising him for his intelligence, from his qualities. Now he was fighting them, and he was receiving a new way of fast. Some people even thought at some point that Cerebro wasn't an AI agent at all, and people start claiming that it was Jeffy Drew, the man behind Cerebro account. Meanwhile, Cerebro token keep failing. At some point during April of 2025, Cerebro token reaches 50 million market cap, all the way down from the now way far all-time high the token had. Jeffy Ju didn't know what to do. Everyone was hating on him. So he took one decision: disappear. So in May of this year, in May of 2025, a video started to go viral on X. The video was featuring Jeffy Ju. He was at a party and he was with a gun pointing at himself. And at the end of the video, you can hear the noise of the gun shooting. So everyone is still talking about the possibility that Jeffy Ju killed himself because all the pressure and all the hate that he was receiving for the launch of Cerebro. And so other people just thought that this was fake, that this was the last attempt of Jeffy Ju to have attention, to pump Cerebro token so he can have like an extra liquidity and excite also from all this hate. And on May 7th, news about Jeffy Ju went viral again because some news start rolling that he really killed himself because he couldn't handle the pressure and all the hate. But he didn't just leave. He left behind a letter. So let's see the letter and the last words of Jeffy Ju. In this letter, Jeffy Ju explains that he can handle all this pressure. So he's going to end with his life. But before that, he's going to release a legacy coin, a coin that we don't know all his life, so we can remember him because he's going to be immortal on chain. The moment that this letter goes out, the token is also launched, and we start seeing many people entering this token following the news of the death of Jeffy. But we can also see some suspicious movements with this token. We start seeing some share pressure processing from a similar address that some other people started to link this address with Jeffy Ju. Now we have a question. Is he really dead? Today, on May 8th, California police entered the San Francisco house of Jeffy Ju's parents and they found him inside. Jeffy Ju was there. Jeffy Ju faked his death for the sake of pumping not only Cerebro token, he was also looking to pump his new token, his legacy coin, and we found that he extracted for himself $1.4 million. This brings a reflection in my mind. It's crazy to see how crypto can change a kid, a kid with talent, a smart kid, because Jeffy has just 22 years old. His birthday is today. He's making 23 years old. And instead of build something different, build something that can really add value, not only to crypto, he can add value to a whole society because this kid is smart. He was way far from other people. He was early to this new AI meta, but instead of build something that can sustain himself and can really add value long term to this new industry, he prefers to fake his own death, pump his back, and leave all this pressure behind. So now I want to hear your thoughts about this. If you were Jeffy Ju, if you were building something here and everyone is praising you, but at some point you lose all this love and it starts to turn into hate, what would you do if you were Jeffy Ju? I want to hear you in the comments. This was a history coming from Star Platinum, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope we learned something together. I would love to see you in the next one. Have a good day.